Good evening and welcome, patrons, friends, family, and employees of Amalgamated Industries to Schenectady, New York, the Amalgamated Baseball Grounds, for this evening's game between the New York Haberdashers and the home side Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineup and batting order of the visiting New York Haberdashers. Batting first, the left fielder, number 11, Versi Moore. Batting second, the center fielder, number 7, QB Guzel. Batting third, the right fielder, number 22, Joe Nelly. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 28, Moss Wirtz. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 23, Trevor Knockmore. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 19, Dip Pearl. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 6, Foulball Duncans. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 16, Stokely Hathaway. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 21, Herzl Good. And let's give a good company-authorized cheer for the home side Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. Here is the starting lineup for this evening's game for your home side. The right fielder, number 2, Orlando Dwin. The third baseman, number 49, Ortiz Ranchez. The second baseman, number 12, Pip Cleverly. The first baseman, number 24, Mike Truck. The center fielder, number 11, Mike Sanandez. The shortstop, number 42, Todd Gonzalez. The left fielder, number 25, Brett Dykstra. The catcher, number 15, Moises Girardi. And taking the mound for this evening's game, the starting pitcher, number 14, Tim Wakefield.
Hey, good evening to you all from the Amalgamated Baseball Grounds in Schenectady, New York. My name is Pip Cleverly. You're listening to Radio WGY Amalgamated Radio for the working class. This is the third game of a 3-game series, the final game of the season between Amalgamated Baseball Holdings and their in-state rivals, the New York Haberdashers, coming up state from Yonkers to the lovely Amalgamated Baseball Grounds here in Schenectady. On the mound today is the aces for both teams, Herzl Good for the Haberdashers. However, Tim Wakefield, 10-5 record, getting the first out in foul territory. That was Versi Moore.
That's up.
QB Guzel as the outfield starting lineup for the Haberdashers shifts around just a bit more. QB Guzel's batting .310, is going to pop it up right into the glove. To Tim Wakefield, and that's 2 away to get things started. Wakefield has an ERA of 4.16, 73 strikeouts. This is start number 18 for him this season, as he faces Joe Nelly batting .250. Only 24 games. Well, this is game number 24 for Joe Nelly, so he's been fairly good coming in for relief of Stump Phillips and Whiny Jagoff as it is today. And he's going to get Joe Nelly swinging, so strikeout number 1 today. Strikeout number 74 on the season, and Wakefield is already dealing it to the visitors. Herzl Good on the mound. Wakefield continues to lead the league in strikeouts. Herzl Good on the mound, 6-3, an ERA of 4.14, 50 strikeouts. Again, the lower number of strikeouts not necessarily indicative to his competence. He is very, very good. He is an outstanding pitcher. His ERA has improved. He gets the first one, it's a strikeout just as I say it. He strikes out Orlando Dwin to get out number 1. Here is Ortiz Ranchez. 77 hits for Mr. Ranchez in his first season. An average of .342. He's going to hit it right to the glove of Moss Wirtz. Very good catch by Moss Wirtz. The first baseman who, of course, leads in batting average. Pip Cleverly is
That's
in for
inside.
Bobson Doughnut today, moving Todd Gonzalez from
That's
second
outside.
over to shortstop. Cleverly batting .328 this season. He's only played 21 games,
Take your base.
and he will walk, so not a 1-2-3 inning for Mr. Good. And with one on, it's Mike Truck,
Nope, high.
batting .395, leads the league in hits
Ball
with
inside.
104.
Strike. Strike.
2-2 count for Truck,
That's down.
who's not been the batsman that we saw last season.
Ball
Don't
four.
get me
Take
wrong,
your base.
again, he will walk as well, but he is not the home run hitter that we have seen. He's perhaps controlled his game a bit to become more of a contact hitter. Again, he leads the league in hits for 2 years running. That said,
Strike.
not the home run hitter that ABH fans have come to expect.
Ball inside.
Last year's shorter.
Oh.
And that would be right to the glove of Percy Moore. Mike Fernandez getting out. He's grounding the two runners. We are through one inning. No score. And Moss Wirtz, league leader in batting average with 467. That was off the first.
No, outside. Ball high. Foul ball.
The home side, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, have won 6 of the
Ball low.
11 games against the Haberdashers in this season. This is, of course, the final game that they will play one another this season until next year. ABH have taken both games of this final series as they currently have a lead in the standings.
Inside.
First place, New York, 7 games behind at 33 and 35. ABH had win number 40 yesterday, so they are 40 and 28. And it's been 1 and 2 with Wirtz and
Ball
Knockmore
inside.
both popping it out into the outfield. And Tip Pearls will hit it square straight up in the air. Tim Wakefield is under it, and he is through 2 innings of pitching so far. And it's been all to be done by the pitchers. 9 outs into this game. And the pitchers have had their say.
Out.
And Gonzalez gets things started by lining it right to foul ball Duncans at third base. Not hit the ground, but no need for the throw. The umpire did in fact say that he caught it.
Outside.
Very low catch. Had to do a
Strike.
squat there. Do your squats of the Hindu and Caucasian varieties. And Brett Knoxville will swing for strikeout number 2 by Hutzel Good today.
Ball low. That's down.
And then the newcomer to Amalgamated Baseball Holdings is Moises Girardi,
That's
one of
out.
2 call-ups in the final quarter of the season from wholly owned baseball subsidiaries.
Out.
He's already filled up the count, Girardi. Gonna line it right to Moss Wirtz. Not much to talk about with him in his Continental League season. However, he did bat .220 with 1 home run and 4 runs batted in 15 games when he played for wholly owned baseball subsidiaries. Coming in to relieve Raul Chamberlain from time to time as a backup
That's
catcher.
outside.
Broken bat was how that inning ended. Top of the third, and foul ball Duncans will ground out right to Pip Cleverly. We'll field it to Mike Truck. Mike
Strike.
Truck playing first base today. It's been one of the things they've been doing, as we've noticed.
Ball inside.
That's going to drop right in front of Mike Fernandez, so the first hit of the game goes to Stokely Hathaway. here in the top of the third. One out. And a runner on base for the first time today for the Haberdashers. With Herzl good, the pitcher spot coming up to the plate.
Off the plate. Ball 4, take your base.
Surprise, the pitcher will walk to first till 2 runners will be on for Wakefield back to the top of the order and Versi Moore. Herzl good is batting 256, which as far as pitches go is fairly good. It is fairly good, not to be confused with good with an E at the end of it.
Nope, high.
Moore is 0 for 1 today. I think 381 for the season. 12 home runs, 29 runs batted in.
Take your base.
And he will walk. So that is 2 straight walks for Tim Wakefield. And Hubie Guzel, who has 1 out and a runner 90 feet away. Guzel has had trouble finding a way into the starting lineup. He's in it today. Batting 310 for the season. 320 when runners are in scoring position. Played about half the games this season. 37 to be exact.
Outside.
Of course, his game number 69 of the season. 84 games total.
Low.
As we get ever so closer to the end of the season, and Amalgamated Baseball Holdings have made quite the... Well, they made quite the fancy Dan to end the inning off the bunt. The suicide squeeze bunt from Hubie Guzel did not work out, and it's a fancy Dan to end the inning, keeping this game scoreless into the bottom of the third with Tim Wakefield to bat. Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan. Follicle products put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Do try their styling salves, sculpting epoxies, and of course, crimping powder. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan.
No.
First out, Wakefield brings us back to the top of the order, second time around today. Orlando Dwin struck out at his first
Ball 4, take your
one,
base.
and he will walk to first, so a 1-out walk for Ortiz Ranchez. That's the third walk today for Herzl Good.
Right.
Out number 2 for Ranchez as he pops it up into foul territory. And Dip Hurls, the catcher, will take the catch. This is Fleury. He's going to line that one right down the third base line for Fleury. A very good hit. That's going to be extra bases as it couldn't get into the glove of the diving foul ball Duncans. That scores the first run. Well, Orlando Dwin makes his way all the way from first base to make it 1-0 in favor of ABH on a 1-run double from McFlurry, and it looks like there'll be another score. Mike Truck extra bases for him. First pitch swinging, that's a double and an RBI for Truck as well. McFlurry hit RBI number 7 for himself. Mike Truck, that's number 51 for the season for him. And hits number 105. Keeping it going is Mike Hernandez. That's another RBI single for Hernandez. He is, in fact, just manufacturing them. That is 39 on the season for him. And here is the league leader in runs batted in. It's Todd Gonzalez. He's got 62. He's 0 for 1 today. He's got an average of 351. With runners in scoring position, he's batting 500. Todd Gonzalez knows how to manufacture runs. He's going to hit it high, but yeah, don't tell me it's going to be out of here. It's a home run to industry. Todd Gonzalez opens this game wide up. 5-0. 4 batsmen in a row, 5 runs scored, and a 2-run home run for Todd Gonzalez. Home run number 18, RBIs 63 and 64.
Ball high.
Amalgamated Baseball Holdings
Ball
have
inside.
turned the season around,
Ball 4, take your base.
and they, well, you have to wonder who is going to beat them at this time. In this final stretch of the season, my word, they have 2 games lead over New Ohio at the moment. That will at the very least, maintain at 2. New Ohio do not play till tomorrow. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings have the day off tomorrow. New Ohio conclude their series with the Boston Ruffians, who surprisingly took a win from them in the first game of that series. Well, that's going to be the top of the 4th. We are 1/3 of the way through this game, a 5-run inning. And New York has something to say about that. They lead off with Joe Nelly, who's on with a leadoff double. That is double number 2 for him this season. He's not had that many hits, not had that many at-bats. No wonder Joe Nelly, he batted .323 last season when he played for New Ohio. He was picked up by the Haberdashers. Moss Wirtz will strike out swinging, so 0 for 2 for him. A difficult batsman to get out. You have to wonder if Joe Nelly has a place in New York. You have to imagine they will pick him up for that reason. Perhaps they can deal away one of their other outfielders who bolster the side. Kevin Akmore is going to be on with a single, moving Nelly to 3rd. He's not about going home, but good fielding by Orlando Dwin to keep the runners on. 1 out. Dip Hurst at the plate. And that pitch just got away from them, and it's a rundown. Caught in a rundown. And having to slide all the way back into 3rd is Joe Nelly.
Strike.
It does move Knockmore to 2nd, but it keeps the score at 0 for the Haberdashers. However, Dip Hurst hits it high into the air. Is it far enough? Out to industry again. My goodness me. A 3-run home run. And it is now 5-3. The Haberdashers have answered for themselves and are having a 4th inning.
Break.
To write home about. That letter will not have to go too far. All right, into the glove, not into the glove of Todd Gonzalez. He could not get to it. That is a single, perhaps an error. Not sure. That's a very difficult catch to make. It just bounces off the glove of Gonzalez. It puts Duncans on first with his first hit of the day. Here's Stokely Hathaway, 1 for 1, had a single. That's going to drop into the corner of right field. Gwynn has to get it. The throw keeps Duncans at 3rd. Runners are on the corner again. And Stokely Hathaway is now the tying run at the plate. Stump Phillips coming in to replace Herzl Good.
Right.
Phillips is batting .360. With runners in scoring position, he's batting .429. Usually the left fielder, he's going to pop that one high up in the air. Has been in a bit of a drought of late. And that's going to go right into the glove of Brett Stockstra. Not deep enough. To sacrifice home the 4th run. And Versi Moore, however, will take care of it and make it 5-4. The Haberdashers now down by 1 on a Versi Moore RBI single. That's RBI number 30 for him this season. Is QB Guzzo.
Strike.
Guzzo hit it to a double play. His last at-bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Makes contact 94.4% of the time. That's going to be right into the glove of Orlando Dwin. Has to underhand it. However, it does keep Amalgamated Baseball Holdings in the lead. They get out of the inning, and in comes Cosmo Sandwalker.
Strike.
Faces Tim Wakefield, who will stay in this game. Sandwalker was picked up in the 3-quarter break, and he gets the first out. It is Wakefield striking out. Sandwalker, that is his 5th strikeout of the season. He joined the Haberdashers from the Nashville Fire, where he had an ERA of 6.40. Played 7 games, 5 strikeouts, opposing average of 3.08. So far, so good. He's He's got Orlando Dwindle pop up into foul territory. Duncan with that catch. Ortiz
That's
Ranchez.
inside. That's up.
He's 0 for 2 today. That's going to be right to the glove of Moss Wirtz to make it a 1-2-3 inning. And Sandwalker perhaps has calmed this game down for the Haberdashers and maybe changed momentum just a bit. Tim Wakefield stays on the mound after giving up 4 runs last inning, the top of the 4th. Then the top of the 5th, it's Joe Nelly, who had a double in his last at-bat. Big swing at 1 and 2. And hit that one right to Todd Gonzalez. Throw just in time for out number 1 to truck.
Ball inside.
Moss Wirtz is up to the plate at the moment. He will, in fact, get on with a single. Trevor knocks ball 1 out, fouls off the first pitch.
Nope, high. Right. That's outside. Foul ball.
And it's a fancy down to end the inning. Well, goodness me, Trevor Knockmore hits right into it. And that preserves the lead for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings.
Outside. Outside.
Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products.
Nope.
Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. You can try their styling salves, sculpting epoxies, crimping powder, gelatin-based treatments, and tonics. And of course, everyone's favorite, I already said the crimping powder. However, the hair lubricant, also very good. Going to be the first out of this, the bottom of the 5th. As Mike Kruk pops that one up. Fleury is on first. And looks like Mike Hernandez is going to have the similar problem, and that's Dip Hurls underneath that one in foul territory. 1 for 3 for Mr. Hernandez. Here's Todd Gonzalez, last at-bat, hit a home run.
Ball high.
3-run home run, or 2-run home run to make it 5-0. Of course, the Haberdashers answered the next at-bat with 4 runs. And Gonzalez will walk. So runners are on first and second with 2 outs. Brett Dockstra is 0 for 1 today. He did walk in his last at-bat facing Cosmo Sandwalker. His ERA in his first 4 games, 8.10. He's pitched a total of 6 2/3 innings, so not really
That's inside.
much to tell. His whip is 2.1. So again, rookie statistics coming in difficult times for my goodness, that was right to Trevor Knockmore to retire the side and bring us to the top of the 6th. 5-4, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings are in a close one with the New York Haberdashers. New York currently a 33-35, sitting in 5th place in the Continental League, 2 games behind Pittsburgh in 4th. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, the first place team, 40-28, 2 games ahead of New Ohio, who are 38-30.
That's inside.
And Philadelphia in 3rd place, 3 games behind ABH at 37-31. That's going to be a strikeout to get things started of Dip Hurls. And it looks like Wakefield, well, he's attempted to try to calm himself down, but it's a bit nervous out there. And foul ball, Duncans hits it high into the air to Industry to tie it up. My goodness. A home run for foul ball Duncans. That's only his 7th this season. And he hits one off of Tim Wakefield. That is home run number 20 that Wakefield has given up this season. And that will spell the end of his tenure on the mound today. The Haberdashers now have Dave Clark to reckon with, who we recall from his last game to be a vicious line drive to the groinial region. Glad to see he's back. And coming in as that is a single for Stokely Hathaway.
Strike.
Gauze Blacksmith will come in as a pinch hitter
Strike.
for Cosmo Sandwalker.
That's
So
down.
his day will be up.
Strike 3. You're out.
Blacksmith will strike out swinging. Tied at 5.
That's outside.
That's going to be right to Ranchez, and Versimore will ground it out, bringing Franco Yellington to the mound. Yellington, one of the other signings at the three-quarter mark, another Nashville Fire pitcher. His ERA was .461. He was 1-2 for the Nashville Fire, of course, as a relief pitcher. He pitched 13 2/3 innings across 6 games, had a whip of 1.10, which is very good to see. He gets the first out of Moises Girardi. And Dave Clark will single off his pitching counterpart. So Clark is on first.
No up.
And he had one at bat when he played for wholly owned baseball subsidiaries, and he got a hit then as well. So good for him. It looks like Orlando Dwin is keeping the chain. Well, nope, it was a fielder's choice. Dwin is on first. But Ortiz Ranchez will keep the inning alive. He's going to try to get him into third. He slides in, does. Dwin for Ick Fleury with runners on the corners. Ranchez, that's the first hit of the game. That's going to be a single up the middle. That will score a run, and it's 6-5. Fleury with his second RBI today. His third hit, he's 3 for 3, Ick Fleury, my goodness. And it is 6-5, Amalgamated Baseball holding. And well, fielding errors all around the place, and looks like Mike Truck gets another RBI. Not certain if they called that an error or not.
Strike.
Goodness me, well, runners on the corners.
Ball
With
inside.
two outs.
Out.
But they're going to pick off Truck. And retire the side. So we head to the top of the 7th. Mike Truck loves to steal bases. He leads the league in it, so they knew that they had a chance at that. And first hit. Right to Orlando Dwin. It was Tubi Boozle, which makes way for Joe Nelly. Boozle is 0 for 4 today. Joe Nelly is 1 for 3. Fouls off the first pitch. That is a ball, so 1-1 the count. That's going to be a line shot up the middle for a single. Mike Hernandez, right in center field to catch it. And a good day for Joe Nelly. He has the potential to be
Strike.
have a good career at New York. I think it was a strategic trade made, and they do get him. Well, they get Nelly stealing. I was just catching him up, and they catch him stealing second. And Moss Wertz grounds out to Mike Truck for what's essentially a 1-2-3 inning. Well, this is moving by very quickly as Franco Yellington remains on the mound.
No.
He'd give up the game-winning run.
That's up.
What would be the game-winning run, of course, the 7th run for
That's
error.
up.
Now he's facing Mike Hernandez.
Ball four,
Again,
take
it
your
would
base.
walk him. Hernandez will walk for the first time today.
That's inside.
Gonzalez, who walked in his last at-bat, also hit a home run today. Of course, the home runs that he hit or that were hit today were brought to you by Industry Brand. Colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. If it smells good, it must be industry. If it's industry, it must smell good. Found wherever smells are sold. Off. Does Gonzalez like to make contact? He makes contact 95% of the time. Hits it to Trevor Nakwa, who has to settle for a fielder's choice, getting Gonzalez at first. Moves Hernandez to second. And that brings up Brett Dockstra with
That's down.
1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Good company
That's inside.
authorized stretch, of course.
Strike.
And a swing and a miss. Striking out is Brett Dockstra.
Off the plate.
Ellington had 8 strikeouts in his 6 games that he played for the Nashville Fire. Dockstra was batting .302 for the wholly owned baseball subsidiaries team. His very young average at the moment is .368. Of course,
Strike.
not to talk much about when you have 19 at-bats, I guess, but slowly there. Moises Girardi has 5 at-bats,
Take your
not
base.
counting the days, and he will walk. So with 2 outs, there are runners on first and second, and Dave Glock, will he stay in this game? He will. Dave Glock, well, why not? He singled his first at-bat
Strike.
today. Out number 3. So we head to the top of the order. Next at bat for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. However, the New York Haberdashers, in the middle of their order, Trevor Knockmore
No, outside.
takes a 2-0 count, starting things off for Dave Block on the mound still. 1 2/3 innings coming in for relief of Tim Wakefield. That's going to hug the third base line. Ranchez is there to throw it to Truck for out number 1. Dip Hurls had a home run, a 3-run home run earlier. That really got things going for the Haberdashers that started the scoring for them.
Nope, high.
Facing a 3-0 count right now. First swing by Hurls, strike 1. Strike 2 is down the middle. And he smashes it, but I think it's got height more than distance, as Hernandez makes the catch for out number 2. Just 2 foul ball. Duncans hit a home run his last at bat. His average going into today, .312. That was foul. Hooks it a bit too much.
Ball high.
49 hits going today. 651 was the home run. He will ground it right to Ranchez. And a 1-2-3 inning into the bottom of the 8th. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings maintain the 7-5 lead. Have another chance to put some more runs on the board. Franco Yellington still on the mound. Has 1 earned run, but otherwise has been a very good pitcher.
Take your base.
I say that as he walks Orlando Gwynn. I think Yellington has a future, I think, for the Haberdashers. He's going to be, I think there's a room for him in the Continental League, no doubt, especially when the Haberdashers needed help in the bullpen. I think there's going to be a double switch on. Knockmore coming out for Boob Jenna.
Inside.
And Ezemiah Denove.
Nope. Ball low.
Onto the mound. So this is the final bullpen member, not counting, of course, the closer. Final
Ball
relief
4.
pitcher, let's say.
Take your base.
And Denove will walk Ortiz Ranchez. So 2 runners on. Ikluri, 2 for 2 today with 2 walks. And a single and a double and 2 runs batted in. Cannot get much better than that.
Ball inside.
making a claim for
No,
starting
back
role
low.
on ABH as well. Well, watch out, Bobson Dugnut and Todd Gonzalez.
Ball
Dick
4.
Corey
Take your base.
has some capability as well. He will walk. That's 3 walks in a row. I say that Denove with the last 2. Yellington had the first. High up in the air, and Huey Guzel is there to get Mike Struck out for the first out. It does, however, sacrifice home the 8th run today for ABH, so that is a sacrifice. For Mike Struck, putting runners on the corners for Mike Fernandez, 1 out. Mike Struck, that is RBI number 3 today. RBI number 53 on the season. Mike Fernandez trying to lay down a bunt.
That's up.
Goes foul. He's at a 3-1 count at the moment.
Take your base.
And he will walk. So again, the bases are in fact loaded for Esmaya Denove yet again.
Strike.
Only 1 out. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings
Ball
with
low.
a 3-run lead over the New York Haberdashers. Put a sweep on the series. You are, of course, listening to Radio WGY, Amalgamated Radio for the working class. My name is Pip Cleverly. Of course, this game brought to you by Amalgamated Industries and all of their fine products. So fine, you don't even need to know what they are. It'll be 10-5 now with a 2-run
Strike.
followed by Todd
Strike.
Gonzalez. Gonzalez has 4 runs to his name today.
Double.
Batted in a home run. Going 2 and 2 from that single that moves. Fernandez to third. That's going to make it 11-5 as Dockstra. Well, welcome to the score sheet. That's your first hit of the game. And you batted in another run. Well, Denove is going to come out for Delmar Uptown, and I have to wonder, what are they doing taking Yellington out of this?
Strike.
But now Uptown is going to be asked to get final 2 outs as ABH would hopefully close out the game in the top of the
That's
9th.
down.
Uptown is 4-2 this season, has 4 saves. He does strike out Girardi. And out comes Glock. In comes Steve Redrosian. This will tell you that perhaps Mario McElwain may be going in for the final out. But not yet, as well. Redrosian is going to get in on the action. He's going to have a 2-run double. And we're back up to Orlando Twin. Well, goodness me, it is falling apart.
Ball inside.
And by that I mean the New York bullpen yet again.
That's
8
inside.
runs given up by pitchers in the bullpen of the New York Haberdashers after Herzl Good having a rough outing.
Strike 3.
And that will be a strikeout of Orlando Dwin. And, well, it's one sleeve for another. Sleeve McDykel will come in to finish out this game for Steve Redrosian. Stokely, Hathaway, Boob, Jenna, Versi, Moore. That is the batting order of what will essentially be the final 3 outs of this game.
No.
Quite the, well, if
No.
home side will be taking the
Take
place
your
one more
base.
time, you have to imagine it would have to be quite the top of the 9th rally. Well, starting off with the 3 for 3 today. Stokely Hathaway, he's going to walk to first. Brings up
Ball
Boob
inside.
Jenna for the first time today. Jenna, batting .295 this season, fouls off that one for a 1-1 count. There's 11 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Will swing and miss for that one. Strikeout. McDykel, that's his first strikeout today. He's got 27 on the season. His record is 7-2. His ERA 4.31. 2 saves. A whip of 152. He's going to get Versi Moore to pop up to Mike Fernandez in center field. And with 1 out remaining in this game, QB Goozle is 0 for 4 today. McDykel looking to get the final out of this game.
Ball inside.
First pitch is high, is inside for ball 1.
No, outside.
High again for ball 2. It's going to hit the ground right to Gonzalez. The throw to Truck. And it's a sweep of the series for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. They get the win over the New York Haberdashers in emphatic way. The final score of this one, New York Haberdashers 5 runs from 11 hits with 1 error recorded. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings 13 runs from 10 hits, no errors. This does move Amalgamated Baseball Holdings to 41-28 on the season with a 3-game winning streak, having swept the New York Haberdashers, who have lost 4 straight. They dropped to 33-36 and are 8 games out of first place. That is where things stand at the moment. The winning pitcher is Dave Glark. Dave Glark will improve his record after going 2 2/3 innings, replacing Tim Wakefield, who went 5 1/3. Glark will improve his record to 1-1, first win on his record of a decision. The loss goes to Franco Yellington. Yellington will drop to 0-2 this season. Again coming in, but a team effort in the bullpen that seemed to fall apart. He only allowed 2 earned runs, however they were the losing runs. Hertzlwood and Esemiah DeVoe each allowed 5 themselves, so Yellington did what he could, but was not helped out in any way by his counterparts. And we thank our sponsors, the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, bringing you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes from the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas for our finest dandies of the day. Finest dandies of the day. Our third finest dandy is from the New York Haberdashers. Bully to him. Dip Hurls had the 3-run home run. The second finest dandy of the day is Ick Flory. Had 2 runs batted in. Went 2 for 2. Basically perfect today. He walked every single other time. But our finest dandy of the day, getting a complimentary carton of Honey Wheat cigarette, is Todd Gonzalez, going 2 for 4 with a home run. I believe a 3-run home run? Was it a 2-run home run? A 2-run home run and a 2-run single, giving Amalgamated Baseball Holdings the runs they needed to help get the win over the New York Haberdashers. He is your finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, humbly requesting that you smoke wheat every day. New York Haberdashers have to get right on a bus and head home to Yonkers as they meet the Chicago Teetotalers in a 3-game series, starting tomorrow with a day off after that, and the following 2 games of that series as we hit 15 games to go left in the season for both sides. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings have a day off before they travel to Milwaukee tomorrow, and they face the Dutchmen, who of course have to conclude their series tomorrow against the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. But the day after that, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings will take on the Dutchmen, and I believe on the mound for that one will be Oral Nulholland, as he will take on, I have to double check my notes for that game, Oral Nulholland will face, I believe it will be Matt Moon, a new call-up for the Dutchmen. So that should be a very good pitching matchup for those 2 teams. But that will do it for us. My name is Pip Cleverly. This is Radio WGY, Amalgamated Radio for the working class. We will join you. We will be with you again for the next Amalgamated Baseball Holdings home game. But until next time, I bid you a good evening. Please report to work tomorrow at your regularly scheduled times.